Welcome to the Journey Podcast, where we showcase some of the most inspiring stories on the planet and life lessons that come along with that. And today we have the honor and privilege of being able to get my brother, Mr. Anthony Phipps, on the podcast. Really excited to be here with you today, brother. And he is a pro golfer. And as you can see, he's a brother doing it at a very high level. And we are out here in this beautiful course, on this beautiful course in Orlando, Florida. So really excited for these next few holes that we're going to be shooting at, and a lot to unpack with this podcast. So let's get to it. So this is my second time ever golfing on an actual course. So I'm going to be learning at the same time.
I got you.
Lamar's been like my semi coach, I guess you can say, right? Teaching me a little bit of the etiquette and all that good stuff.
Cool, cool.
But yeah, I'm in student mode.
We got you.
The thing I like about golfing is it has a way of humbling people.
Oh, yeah,
you know, like you can have the biggest ego in the world, be thriving the most in business, and it'll humble you.
Yep. it's like life, man. And the more you play, you'll start to realize that it's just like life.
Are there any suggestions for using the 7?
No, just I like that right there. What you just did right there. Do that over the ball.
All right.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Got the glove on.
All right. I think this is my first time hitting a 7 off the tee, right? Because we were doing it off. Yeah. All right. Time to eat this humble pie.
All right.
All right. All right. So Lamar was teaching me right here, and then kind of like stopping there to have that control yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Second time?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
All right. Yeah. We got to keep it in play. That's the goal for today.
That was a good shot.
That's the goal for
Second
today.
time playing ever?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
So how did you originally get into golf?
Golf. So I started playing young. I played all sports. I just tried everything out. I used to play a lot of soccer. And I got introduced to golf. I wasn't tall enough for hoops. I wasn't big enough for football. So I said, you know what? Let me give it a shot. So it just really started just playing for fun. And then, I got decent at it. I was like, all right. And being, a Black kid who plays golf is very unusual, especially when I started playing. Nowadays, everybody's, golf is just, a white sport. Let's just be real. But now, from the time I started to now, it's gotten so much more diverse out there. So that's cool to see. But yeah, when I started playing, just did some junior tournaments, played in high school. And when I got to high school, I was like, all right, I got some potential of really doing something with golf. I won a couple tournaments.
Nice.
And before I got, when I was in high school, my goals were to play golf in college on a scholarship. I wanted to turn pro and win some tournaments. And I wanted to play on the PGA Tour. So after high school, I graduated, and I didn't really go to the school that I wanted to go to, but it was a blessing in disguise. I went to Florida A&M, shout out to the Rattlers.
Nice.
Tallahassee. It wasn't the school that I was planning on going to golf. I wanted to go to the big school, but when I got there, I realized this is where I needed to be. Because number one, I got playing time. It's any other sport. Like, I saw something the other day on YouTube where Cam Newton was talking to these, I think they were high school football players. And he's like, y'all don't need to go to Alabama and Tennessee if they ain't looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that makes sense, because you ain't going to be playing.
Of course.
You want to be.
So true.
So it was the same thing in golf. Like, I went somewhere that they were looking for me. And I made the most out of it. It was a scholarship, graduated, and after that, turned pro.
That's amazing. I think that's really good advice. I remember hearing years ago that sometimes in sports, it's better to be the big fish in the pond as
Right.
opposed to the little fish in the ocean.
Exactly.
And you had your time to shine, which is
Mhm.
pretty amazing.
Yep.
And of course, it's going to build that confidence.
Yeah. And I always was a late bloomer, I feel like. I feel like I never really played my best golf in junior and college golf. I actually played better after I turned pro.
Mm,
And I know a lot of guys that I played with growing up, killing it as a junior. And when they turned pro, they were struggling. So
yeah,
it's just, and that's golf. It happens. But it's just important to know that everybody's running their own race, and
absolutely.
you can't really compare his chapter 12 to your
Of
chapter
course.
2. It's everybody's doing life, and golf is it's so alike. What you want to do, Lamar?
Absolutely. We got the putter on this one, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
All right.
we have Ant explain the shot to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk you through it.
So we gonna do the most, make the most out of it.
What's running through your mind right now
Right
as
now?
you calculate this shot right here?
So I'm looking at a few things. I'm looking at the slope.
Mm-hmm.
I can see, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit downhill. So the ball's gonna be a little bit quicker, gonna travel a little bit further. And right now with these longer putts, I'm not really trying to make it, to be honest.
Got
I
it.
mean, I love to if it go in, but I'm really just trying to get a feel.
Mm.
It's kind of like a free throw line at the basketball. You know, you playing basketball free throw line. You dribble in while looking at the hoop, right? Same thing in golf. Here, and if it goes in, great. If not,
Oh, that's
it's a little
nice.
short. Oh,
How do you know how to gauge how much strength you use?
it's all feel, man. There's no right or wrong way.
Mm.
It's just something that you just gotta feel it out playing time. Nice. Oh, that's got a chance. Oh, nice.
All right.
That's a good.
How much would you say is mechanical versus psychological?
That's a good question. In golf in general, if I had to give a percentage, I would say, and a lot of people would disagree with me on this, but go ahead, go putt real quick, and then we can
All
talk.
right.
So just take it. Obviously, this putt's not going to be as hard as your first one, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to take it back as far.
So this one, I see there's a little bit of a slope going on here.
Yep.
So you compensate?
Yeah. So you
Let's get
might
it.
want to aim it just a little bit out to the right
Got it.
and not hit it as hard.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
It turned on.
All right.
But you got the right idea there. Go ahead, knock
Got
it
it.
in.
all right.
But yeah, to answer your question, that's very subjective. I honestly think that technique is probably 60%
Mm.
because you can have the best brain in the world and thoughts and all that, positive thoughts and all that, but if your technique ain't right,
Of course.
none of that's gonna matter. It's like, I don't know, flying an airplane and being a pilot. I don't know what it's like being a pilot, but I know that it requires a lot of intense training and hours. So I feel that if you get your technique right, and it's not going to be perfect, but the fundamentals right, that you will have the confidence and the psychological confidence to know that, all right, that's the other 40%.
Yeah.
That's just believing in yourself. So that's my view. A lot of people say golf is mental. It is mental, but like I said, if you get your technique and your foundation right,
Mm.
there's only so much positive thoughts you
Yeah.
can tell yourself
Absolutely.
if
Absolutely.
you're swinging the golf club incorrectly.
Would you say golf is a science and an art?
Yes, yeah, for sure,
Mhm.
sure. And it depends on the player. It really depends on the player. A lot of players are very, very technical. A lot of players rely on their feel.
Mm.
So there's no right or wrong way. You just got to figure out what works for you. For me, I'm probably a little bit of both. There's two parts of golf. You got your long game, which is your drivers, and then you got your short game. I would say my short game, I rely more on my feel and art
Mm,
versus my driver. I'm more of technique.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Who would you say on the topic of players? Who would you say is like your biggest inspiration?
Players, we got 179 Lamar.
What are we using for this one?
Mm,
7?
I got 7.
Okay.
You can probably use maybe a 6. You could probably hit one of these, to be honest.
Okay.
Players, obviously growing up, T-Dub, Tiger Woods.
Mm.
Why? He was the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Number 2, he looked like me. And 3, he just made golf really exciting, man. If you, like Sundays when I was a kid, we used to watch Tiger growing up, man. Because he just made the game so much more exciting. But Tiger, who else? I would say there was a few guys that paved the way for me, like Harold Varner. You probably don't know, but Joseph Bramlett. They're on tour now. I play a lot of junior golf, not with them, but we knew who they were. So I might have to hit this a little hard, but we gonna see.
Wow.
It's gotta go. Go.
Wow.
Oh,
That's impressive.
thank you.
That's impressive.
What's that?
My goal for today,
Yeah.
as well as Lamar, just don't drift too far off.
Oh, you good. You good. You good.
We're gonna just stay in as close as we can get. This is by far. I've played a lot of sports. Like I've done football, wrestling, track,
Nice.
even just as a fitness enthusiast with kung fu,
Nice.
CrossFit, like
Nice.
everything.
Yeah.
But this right here,
Yeah.
by far, and I've excelled in all sports. This right
This-
here,
This ish right here.
humble pie at its finest.
Because why you think it's like that?
I think because there's a lot of complexity to it. It's mind-body connection,
Mhm.
and there's so many moving parts. Like everything has to be flawless
Yeah.
and be in unison with
Yeah.
one another. So if your mind isn't right,
Yeah.
it's gonna affect the way your body moves, right?
That's
If you
true.
get anxious and things like that. So in typical sports, I just feel like it's not the case. It's just much more
Yeah.
simple, you know.
Yeah.
Would you say golf is like your number one sport that you've thrived in the most?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Lamar tells me always just kind of
Mhm.
practice hit the ground.
Yep.
All right. He says if I don't hit the ground, then I gotta compensate for that right here. All right. The good thing is I'm on the tee, so
Yep.
I'll get it on.
That's
Oh.
good. That's good. That's not bad, man.
All right.
Second time playing. But yeah, golf. What I say golf is golf will make you say a lot of 4-letter words, boy. It will make you say a lot of 4. But like you just knocked it on the head though with everything you said. And the swing is only, 1 second long.
Mm.
So yes, there's a lot of technique, like I mentioned before. But when you're over that ball, you can't be thinking about too much. You gotta just hit it. Especially you playing a tournament, like the practice is done. Now you just gotta go out there and execute. So
Whose style would you say you emulate the most in golfing?
golf. I would say it's weird. It's a few. I would say I play like Phil Mickelson
Mm,
because I have my strong suit is my short game, my putting, chipping.
nice.
Definitely Phil Mickelson. He's not. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time, but I would definitely say Phil Mickelson. But my will and determination, definitely like Tiger for sure.
Nice.
Just no matter what, I'm gonna get the job done. I don't care, no excuses. I don't care who you are, where you come from. That doesn't matter. I think I got a chance to beat you, long story
Absolutely.
short. So
How long would you say it takes to truly master the game? I know you've been playing for a lot of years now.
I've been playing like 20 years. I still haven't mastered it. I've gotten, I've shot a lot of low scores. It's a lifetime, man. It's a
Hmm.
lifetime.
Where would you say, like, what age do players typically peak?
There's actually like a study behind that the actual peak is supposed to be like mid-30s,
Mm,
believe it or not, which is like compared to most sports, it's old, and that's why you see a lot of former NBA and NFL players play golf because most of their careers are done by you know early 20s. Oh, that's Lamar's ball.
yeah, he's got
On the early 30s. Basketball maybe a little bit older, so they can still play golf. But for a professional golfer, it varies, man. I mean, now the game's gotten a little bit younger, a lot of young talent out there, but Phil Mickelson won a major when he was 51.
that's true. Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's the thing about golf. You can be beat
51.
by
Yeah.
you can be beat by a 16-year-old. You can be beat by a 70-year-old.
That's amazing.
That's the crazy part. You can be beat by dude. There was a lady that played against the men like a couple weeks ago. Alexis Thompson. She played against the men and beat like half of them.
Wow.
So
Wow.
there is no age, and that's the thing about golf. Like you can't really put a. I feel like football and basketball. All right, you done by
Of
a certain
course.
age.
Of
Golf,
course.
man, you can play your best golf at 40.
I think that's refreshing for
Yeah.
a lot of reasons.
Mhm.
Because, for example, I played football, and
Mhm.
Lamar and I, we played football on the same team. And the thing about football, the average career span is 3.5 years, last I
Really?
checked. So by
Sheesh.
25, most players are on their way out. And
Wow.
to me, one of the dark sides of sports like football
Mhm.
is you have so many young brothers who are pursuing this path, and the average career span is just around 3 to 4 years.
That's crazy. I didn't know it was that
Yeah.
short.
So to hear like something like golf, where
Mhm.
there's so much more longevity,
Yeah.
is definitely, I feel, it's good to hear.
Yeah. And I think that's why you just got to be very patient with golf. Like I said, you really can't judge somebody, their career, especially in a professional environment, playing against pros. Like everybody's running their own little race. So um, you can be peaking at 20. Somebody else can be peaking at 40, 50. So there's really no time limit on golf. That's what I love about it. So what we got here, I want you to get we're gonna do a wedge, just a chip shot. Chip shot is pretty much a little short miniature swing. Just using your arms and hands, pretty much. Try to land this like halfway, let it roll out, and go from there.
Wow.
Got close.
That's amazing. Wow. I will see. Um, that's amazing though.
Cool.
And we got a little bit of a slope going on right
Mhm.
here, I see.
Yes, sir. You say that.
All right. Oh,
That's fine. That's fine. That's
all
fine.
right. How is it coaching?
Mhm.
Like I see you have a lot of patience when it comes to,
Yeah. Good shot,
yeah,
Lamar.
just
Nice.
good
Good
shot,
shot.
bro.
Yeah. And I just got into coaching a couple of years ago, and it's definitely it's different because you got to be way more patient. Everybody's different. Everybody's learning style is different. So you just got to be able to adjust to who you're teaching. But the thing, I tell people is number one, first lesson, if I'm teaching you, And we're on the range. I tell people, I don't even care where the ball goes, bro.
Mm.
Just, if you can just focus on what I'm trying to tell you, the results will come. Just focus on the process. I know it sounds cliche,
Yeah.
but man, listen, if you focus on the process, the results will come. So, all right, go ahead, knock this in, Josh. Looks pretty straight.
All right. Sorry. Here.
I got you lined up. Make a nice confident stroke. Close.
Humbling. Humble pie.
Yeah,
I could just knock this one in?
you can knock
All
it
right.
in.
Humble pie.
It's humble. And you have the right. Your alignment was a little bit off. So you were aimed a little bit left. So next time we go on the putting green, just make sure you aim straight. I missed it, but just make sure the straight, this line on the club.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, that black line.
Got it. I wasn't even looking at this line.
Yep. See,
Okay.
he has like a white line.
Okay, okay.
I got like a.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Good shot. You ever have those moments? It's interesting watching Tiger play, and I saw the documentary, which is incredible. You have those moments where you just get super pissed off
Oh, for sure.
and get out of character.
Yeah, man, because you know, you spend so much time practicing, and when something doesn't go your way, of course you're pissed. And as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at controlling my emotions.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was younger, I used to be a hothead, man. I'm like, when I got older, I'm like, what are you even getting mad about? Because you're only gonna mess up the next shot. But I mean, you have to be aware of your emotions with golf. You can get mad. I mean, you're human. You're gonna get mad. You're gonna show emotion in golf. You have to learn to be aware of those emotions and control them. So if I miss that putt, I missed that little short putt. That's over with. That's gone.
Yeah.
That's gone. I get mad for 5 seconds. I'm focused on this next drive right here.
Nice.
I don't care. And the same way, if I made a hole in one on that hole, that's gone.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this next shot. So you got to learn how to balance both sides.
Do you have any like techniques to get your anger down for your next shot and just get in your zone or get to your flow?
Just breathing, dude. Just breathing, just like anything else.
Yeah.
Breathe in, count to 10. Everybody has their own little way. I think of something positive, my dog or something like that. Something not golf related.
Yeah, for sure. What would you say is the most humbling experience you've had in golf?
Humbling. A lot. I gotta find a tee real quick. I say every time's a humbling experience.
Yeah.
Every time's a humbling experience. But shoot, me and Lamar last year, we played, I came up to New York and we played Bethpage over in Long Island, right by where he stays at. And so the history behind Bethpage, they had the US Open there. Tiger Woods won there like in 2002 or something like that. Tough course, like one of the toughest courses in America. So I went out there, front nine, I'm balling out there, right? And I'm like, man, this course ain't nothing, man. They played the pros out here. I can handle this. And then the back nine, the wind started coming up. Course got a little bit. I messed up and came really sloppy in on the back nine. So just small stuff like that, man. You just got to be aware that, golf can humble you at any single time. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Stay in the moment. Just very obvious stuff, but hard to do.
Definitely.
Hard to do.
Definitely.
So we got a par 4 here. I'm going to try to whack driver. You see the green down there?
Okay, yep.
That's what we're going to try to go to. We're going to try.
Wow.
Nice.
Even sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
That was nice. That was nice.
Wow.
So get that driver out. Yeah, get the
This
big
is
toe.
my biggest weakness so far. Yeah,
Man,
yeah. It's
we
a
out
long
here.
game. All right. So
I'm gonna help you out.
okay. My biggest issue with this is I haven't been able to manage getting
Getting there like up.
getting it up.
All right, let's
It's
see
just
what you
been
got.
going straight down. What's like the number one piece of advice
For the
when
driver?
you're teaching and coaching on this?
For the driver, with the irons versus the driver, you're not going to be hitting the ground.
Not hit the ground. Yep.
Long story short.
I know Lamar mentioned to me having a little bit of a
Yep.
lean.
Yep, to help you get the ball go up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me
So
just
do a practice swing. Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. What's wrong with that? What's
All
wrong with that?
My best one yet.
What's wrong with that?
How long would you say it takes, or I guess it just depends on the person, before you finally get to the point where you can,
Go out there.
go out there and really do your thing and not
If you
embarrass yourself
practice-
too much?
I say if you practice a couple times a week, and when I say practice, you can just do swings in your crib.
Mm.
I got like a net at the house with a mat. 20 balls a day, 20 swings a day. If you do that 4 times a week with someone teaching you somewhat, once a month for a lesson, twice a month for a lesson, 2 years, 3 years, you should be able to feel good about yourself.
That's another thing about the game, the time.
Yeah, it takes
Compared to like other games.
time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It takes time, man. Bam.
Good shot.
Woo.
Wow.
Mars that thing a long way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's back up.
What would you say is like your biggest goal right now when it comes to golfing? Like what's in the pipelines, or what's the long-term vision for you?
Yeah.
Do you still have like aspirations to go all the way, or?
Yeah, so I definitely like I said, I mentioned earlier, like when I was growing up, I had a few goals: college, turn pro, or play on tour. I accomplished all those goals, but I definitely do want to get back out there on tour. It does, but the end the day, I just gotta go out there and put the work in, and I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's very tough playing professional golf. Just like any other career.
Yeah.
Photography, videography, there's 1,000 good photographers and videographers out there. You just gotta stand out, catch a good break. And when the lights are on, you just gotta go out there and perform. So I know what I need to do to get back out there because I've been there before. Just like I said, just takes time.
What would you say is the hardest part of just going into the sport as a professional?
Golf is not cheap. We all know that. I think it might be that next one. Golf is not cheap. We all know that. I wish there was, now compared to when I grew up, there's a little bit more avenues to get out there for kids playing golf, which is good to see. But professionally, not cheap. Not cheap. And that's why they got the new tour now, like the Live Tour, Golf Tour. A couple guys went over there versus PGA because they're giving them guaranteed money. I mean, I don't blame them for going over there to join them. They're getting guaranteed bread. So golf has always been a sport of no guarantee contract. So
Yeah.
But right now, golf is not cheap. Long story short.
So how much would you say of the sport or the industry is politics versus, or just money in general, right?
Yeah, I guess, it's politics and everything, but definitely in golf too. I a couple of my buddies, we try to not let that distract us
Of
and
course.
just go out there and let our clubs do the talking. But it's definitely, but at the same time, that's what I love about golf, because you have to shoot a certain number.
Of course. Of course.
If you shoot that score,
Yeah. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can't deny you.
Can't be denied.
They
Absolutely.
cannot deny you. So and here's a quick example. So for PGA Tour, there's a qualifier in each week that anybody can play in. You can play in, anybody. They take the top, and this is just the short condensed version. They take the top 4 out of 60 people.
Mm.
So if you miss that number, that 4 spot by 1 stroke, you out.
Wow.
There's no one can write no letter for you. No one can bribe. If you got that 4 spot, you're playing. So
Absolutely.
you can't take that away from you.
What was the process for you that season where you went pro,
Mhm.
and how did that feel? Like, what was that like for you?
Yeah, man. So it was actually crazy because it was during COVID.
Oh, wow.
2020 was my best year.
Wow.
I know it was a tough year for a lot of people, but golf-wise, 2020 was my best year. That year, COVID, luckily enough, I lived in Florida, so a lot of stuff wasn't closed down. Golf courses were open. So we were still out here playing. Summertime 2020, I qualified for the Florida Open, which is probably the biggest tournament in Florida. And then later that year, I qualified for the Bermuda Championship.
Wow.
Yeah. So going out there on tour was pretty dope. My dream come true. Can't lie to you. Especially since it was the beginning of the year, the world was shut down.
Mm.
So, but once I got out there, I was like, man, this is where I belong, man. This is where I need to be. Definitely want to get back out there. That was fun.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say you love about golf the most?
The most. I would say just in general, like right now, look around.
Yeah.
The tranquility, man. Look at this. Nothing, just you out here, you getting some fresh air, playing golf with your boys, getting exercise away from all the baloney going on in the world. I feel like that peace of mind, you can't find that, while playing golf.
Absolutely.
That's something that I've grown to appreciate.
Mm.
Just going out by yourself after work, before work, just to get away from everything. That's why a lot of people play, in my opinion. You can go out. You don't have to play. You don't need, basketball. You need 10 guys, 5-on-5, whatever. You can go out there by yourself and play 9 holes. And
That is true. Never really thought about it in that way.
man,
Yeah.
like just the tranquility and
Yeah.
the places you get to go and travel to, play golf man, that's, you get, 2-on-1. You're playing golf and visiting. You got your ball. So what we got here, so usually I come down. I'm looking at the putt. I squat down because we can see a little bit better angle. So what you see right now
All right.
in terms of the slope?
Yeah. I see it kind of coming down over here, over there.
Yep.
I see it. It looks like it's got a little bit of a
Yep.
wave going on.
So first thing I check is, are we going up the hill or down the hill?
Mm.
It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. I would say pretty flat, maybe a little bit up the hill, just a little bit. Are we going right to left, or is it left to right?
Looks like it may be left to right. Is it sloping down this way?
Come over here.
Mm.
If you had a bucket of water.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yep.
I see
See
it.
it?
Yep.
So
can kind of envision like a horizon, and I can
Mhm.
see it dipping down on the left. Yep.
So a little bit uphill, a little bit right to left. So I'm gonna aim it about 2 feet right of the pin and let the slope do the work and take it down.
Nice.
I'm gonna come up. Um, practice swing. Practice swing. It's a little bit hard. Ah,
Mm. Nice,
not bad.
nice. Good shot.
Now
So
turn
just-
your whole body this way. There you go.
All
Yep.
right.
There you go.
And you said you're mainly going a little bit to the right.
Mm-hmm. That's where
Yeah.
that's where I got you aimed right now.
All right.
Turn, 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 turn. A little bit too far right.
All right.
All right. That happens. Then hit it.
What would you say, for the most part,
Mhm.
is the ideal vision? Would it be like a certain amount of world titles,
Okay.
or would it be just brand partnerships? Like what's the big vision overall?
The big vision for golf for me, man, that's a good question. I don't even say, I would just say it's more of get back on tour for sure.
Yeah,
That would solve a lot of problems.
for sure.
When I say problems, they're good problems. You can make a good chunk of change out there, number one, obviously. But I want to be able to impact, communities as well. Like,
Absolutely.
give back to the people who help me get on tour and grow the game that way. That would be number two, just get back on tour and affect as many people as I can, like especially kids, man. Jeez. Because if they did that for me, definitely got to give back and leave something for the next generation. So right
Absolutely.
here we got a little short putt. What you see, Lamar?
Downhill,
Okay.
breaking,
I don't know which way it's breaking. Maybe right? I don't know.
breaking a little, yeah, I see a left.
Left? All right.
Nice.
Oof.
Nice.
Oh,
Punch.
So you said it's were you aiming to one specific side?
so on these short putts, you can pretty much aim. You're going to be aiming somewhere within the hole,
Oh, okay.
whether that's on the right side of the hole, left side.
All right.
I would aim it like just somewhere right there. I'll get you aimed straight.
Oof.
Close.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get there.
It's fast. It's quick. It's a
Yeah.
quick putt.
Yeah.
It's
Went a
down
lot
like
faster than I expected.
Lamar said. It's downhill. Go, 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 go.
Oof. How does it work for you now these days with the
Mhm.
coaching work that you do?
Yeah.
What's like your ideal client? Do you work mostly with kids or?
A little bit of everybody. I do enjoy, helping out the youth though. I help out a local, golf organization here in Orlando. But it varies. It's morely beginners.
Hmm.
People who, golf has become very popular the last 3 years, I would
Yeah.
say. So I love to see it. I've been trying to tell the homies for years, man, let's get on the golf course. What DJ Khaled said, let's go
Yeah.
golfing. Been trying to tell them for years. So, it's cool to see, my friends come out and play and just, it's, like I said, it's like golf is been a predominantly white sport.
Yeah.
So,
How has that been for you just overall? Have you ever felt like an outsider?
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Going to tournaments, being the only brother there, especially young nowadays, is we got a little bit more out there, but definitely, you felt, there was people out there giving you looks, saying stuff
Mm.
to you, and I've never been one to be really rattled, so I just kind of go out there and just handle my business. And then as soon as you shoot that score, they're like, oh, this guy can play. You know, they change their voice and stuff. And so, you know, I just never judge a book by its cover. I just want to play golf, man.
Absolutely.
That's all I want to do. I don't want to start no trouble. Trying to figure out how long this hole is.
What would you say is your favorite golf course
Golf
that
course
you've played at
to play
specifically?
with. I played a couple, played a lot actually. I would say that up in New York, man, Bethpage, Lamar, that Bethpage back, Lamar. That was a golf course, man. The reason why, it was just hard. It's just a hard, like, you couldn't go out there and just BS your way around it. You actually knew how to know what you were doing. There ain't no sugarcoating out there. Out here, you know, you can get away from some stuff. I would say that's my favorite. There's a few scenic courses that I've played, like very nice on the water, but they weren't hard, you know. So we got 170, 174. So here, I got 700. Try to put a good swing on this thing. All right. 6. Oh. So right there, good example. Not a good shot. I'm not too happy right now, but what am I gonna do? I'm not too happy. Wasn't my best shot. I got to make the most of the next shot.
Who would you say right now is the best player in the world?
Right now?
Yep.
Jeez. I got to go with Rory, man. Rory McIlroy. You heard of him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to go with Rory. I mean, like he's been the best golfer consistently the last 10 years. What were we, 2023? Last 8 years. I mean, he hasn't won. He could have won way more, but he's been the most consistent golfer the last like 8 years.
When you think of someone like him, do you look at it like, I know you mentioned being very competitive, but in your mind, do you believe that you can genuinely get to that level? Or is it sort of just like the target, like, okay, I would like to go in that direction, but maybe not necessarily take the same lane?
Yeah, I mean, I would say shoot for the stars, man. Like, why not? At least if I can get halfway as good as Rory, that's still better than a lot of pros.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
He's a unicorn, but it's like, why not? It's like, if I'm going up against Rory, yeah, I'm gonna like my chances. I can't go in there saying, damn, I don't have a chance.
Absolutely. Now, what makes him so good?
Like I say, he's very consistent. He's only 5'9", but he's probably the longest driver on the tour.
Wow.
So hits it a long way, hits it very straight, hits it long and straight.
That's impressive.
That's a good combo.
All right. More. Oh, man. You ever had a moment like that in golf?
Yeah, I just did. I told you I just hit one right there.
Oh, you can use that tee. Yeah. I'll grab this. You ever had a moment in golf where you felt like quitting?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. Hey, speaking of which, my only hole in one came on this hole right here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I was like, I don't even know. I was a junior. I don't even know.
Wow. What did that feel like?
I didn't know it went in. I didn't know.
You go there like, whoa.
I went down there and nice.
There
you go.
A lot better.
There you go. But yeah, man, we all go through that in golf. Oof. And it's just, I think it's just be like, all right, you have a moment,
Yeah.
but you ain't quitting. You know, you ain't quitting. You know, this, I tell people like, this one of the most addictive drugs in the world, bro.
Mm.
I think so. I haven't tried all, I mean, I don't try drugs, but golf is, it just makes you keep coming back. And like you said, that's why I see a lot of pro athletes playing, because it just gives them that same competitive juices for them. They will still be good at it, even though they can't play their sport anymore.
Yeah, I noticed that even guys who are actively like in the NBA, like a Steph Curry.
He's really
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
And these
yeah.
guys are out there golfing. It's definitely inspiring. Yeah.
Steph's probably one of the best ones. Steph, I haven't played. I know a few guys that know him. I played with baseball player Aaron Hicks.
Nice.
He's played for the Yankees. I think
Nice,
he's with the Orioles. He's a really good golfer. But Steph is, his technique.
Yeah.
Not only is
Yeah.
a good golfer, his technique is actually really good.
Yeah, he's so talented. If you could pick one celebrity, non-professional, to golf with, who would it be?
That's a good one.
That they actually know how to golf.
They actually know how to golf.
Yeah,
Okay. Non-athlete, you said, right?
Then you got people like MJ.
Right. I would say, that's a good question. I never thought about that.
Could be Khaled.
Khaled, he's on the list. I would say I like Will Smith, plays a little bit. I wouldn't mind playing with him. But yeah, DJ Khaled probably.
Nice. I live in the Bahamas as well, and
Okay.
Will Smith, his home in the Bahamas is on Albany Golf Course in the Bahamas. Yeah, him, a few celebrities have ownership in there. Justin Timberlake.
Right.
Yeah, and I know they always have tournaments and stuff. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. What about historic golfers? Like, you can even take it back to golfers that
Back in
aren't
the
even
day?
around. If you could pick one.
I know. I'm not even really big on like the golf history. Only reason why. This is why. Because golf is a very racist sport. It's a
good point. Yeah.
There's a few like minority golfers, black golfers I can play with, but in terms of the old heads,
What about just golfers in general? If you had to pick one to play with.
I love to play Rory.
Yeah.
Love to play Rory. Rory, Adam Scott. Who else? I met Tiger once. I haven't played with him. I met him once. Who else? But definitely, yeah, Rory, man. His ball striking is crazy. There's like the sound that he makes when he hits the ball.
Yeah.
It's different. So this shot right here is a little bit different. We got some more obstacles versus all the chip shots we had before, right? What's the first thing that you noticed?
Yeah. We're gonna have to get this ball up.
Yep.
Up and over.
We got that.
Yeah.
We got different lie, the grass.
Yep.
So versus hitting from over here to here is a little bit. This is called the rough. That's called the fairway. So the first thing I do, and like I said, I love the short game is my strength. So I'm up. I missed the green. I ain't tripping because I know I can get this close, right? But I still have to make sure that my preparation is still key. Versus I'm examining the lie. Like you said, getting it high, the grass. Once I got all those checked off, I know what type of shot to hit. And so what I'm gonna try to do is, I'm gonna try to get this up high and land like kind of soft so it stops right away. I'm gonna try. So I do a practice swing to get a feel of the grass. And right now, I have to just commit, man. Like if I hit a bad shot, I hit a bad shot, but I want to know that I gave it my all and go from there. Bad shot.
Hmm.
It happens. It was a tough. It was a tough lie. I hit my 58.
Okay.
Yep. I'll try another one too.
I see I have a 56.
Yeah, use the 56.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Pretty much get a feel for the grass, you said?
yeah. Just get a feel for the grass.
You have-
It's not an easy
What about
shot.
your footing?
Foot, you kind of want to
close
go
or
a little bit. Yeah, right there's good.
yep, right here?
Yep.
And then,
Nice.
all right. See what we're looking like right here.
There we go. Okay, you double hit it. It's all good.
How do you avoid double hitting? Because I noticed that's like the third time I've done that.
Time. That's a tough one. That's go ahead, Lamar. That's a tough
Oh,
one.
man.
I saw you do it on the other hole. We're making good. The first hit is good.
Yeah.
First hit is good. I really gotta look at it.
You know, I actually, I was very optimistic about beating your one shot right here.
You had a chance.
I had my chance right there. It's all
Definitely
good.
had a chance. Nice. It's a tough
Good
shot.
shot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a tough shot. It's a tough one. Let me try doing one more.
Think I may go for one more too. Nice.
A little bit better.
Nice.
You're gonna break it down for me. You're gonna tell me where to aim, what you see.
All right.
The number one, I started off. Which way is the slope? That's the first thing I'm looking at.
All right. So the slope is definitely coming down on the right side.
Yep.
So you're going to aim a little bit closer to the left.
Over here?
Yep.
All right. So I got a line on my ball. See this line?
Yep.
And I use the line for the putting.
Okay. I never even noticed that line there.
Yep.
Ah.
And like you said, aim it a little bit left. See what happens.
Cool. Good shot. Yes,
sir. Good read. That was the caddy.
Yeah.
That was all. Hey, that was all the caddy.
I'll take the credit.
That was the caddy.
All right.
Ooh. Damn.
Almost.
That was
It's all
close.
good. It's all good.
You put it, Lamar?
I can only imagine
Yeah.
if there's money on the line.
Right. See, now we get that. That's a whole other game.
That's a whole other game.
That's But yeah, that was a good putt. Good stroke.
Appreciate it.
Just lipped out.
I wanted to ask you, brother, what was childhood like for you?
Yeah.
Like growing up, did you grow up pretty much out here
Yeah, I
in
grew up
Orlando
here.
area?
I grew up here in Orlando. Like you said, I played mostly golf. From a golf perspective, I didn't really I'm a humble guy. It kind of goes, I don't know. I never told people I play golf because golf was not cool back then.
Got it.
It was not, especially being a brother, it was not cool.
Yeah.
So when I got to high school, I played on the golf team. Folks they didn't realize I played golf until they started announcing it, like on the school, like on the intercom, on the highlights.
Yeah.
Like, wait, aren't you? I'm like, dang. But I was such a humble guy. So growing up, and I say golf, and when I say humble, it works both ways, because in golf, in a way, you can't be humble. You gotta be
Have that
confident in
confidence,
yourself to say, and that's something that I've learned as I gotten older. That I'm good, but you gotta start walking it like you talk. How that Migos song go?
Yeah.
Walk it like you talk it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, it worked. It worked. I was very humble, but I got to know when to separate that humbleness and
Hmm.
going out there saying like, all right, I'm a mother effing dog.
Oh yeah.
Feel me? I'm a dog. So, and that's just another aspect of golf. I'm trying to find a tee, as usual.
Yeah.
My man.
Yep.
Of golf, of that's just more on the psychological side. We talked about like once you get your technique down, it is mental. It is mental out there. I mean, I know how to hit the ball. Technique's good. The next step is just believing in yourself that you can do it, right?
Absolutely.
What we got, Lamar? 170.
177
Mm.
to the
All
head.
right. So this hole compared to this hole over here, what's the biggest thing you see in terms of slope?
This one is going up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this one is going to play longer. It's pretty much the same distance,
Mm.
but it's 177, 171. So it's probably going to play like 180
Mm.
versus that one was 174. Maybe that's why Lamar hit it a little bit long because it was
Got it.
going back down.
Yeah.
So small stuff you got to keep in the back of your mind. I'm going to try to hit this 7-iron again. But yeah, and that's like golf. So now golf is all, when you get to a certain point, it's all, I'm not even thinking about nothing technical right now.
Mm.
I'm thinking all visualization. Right now, I'm visualizing my shot, my swing, the shape I want to hit it, right? Getting the feel, making a few swings. I'm not thinking about nothing technical. And just trust it. Whatever happens, happens.
Wow.
Not bad.
Beautiful shot.
Thank you.
Beautiful shot, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm curious,
Mm-hmm.
did you have a golf mentor or like a coach that really
Yeah.
got you to where you are today?
For sure. Yeah.
And also, like, would you say it's safe to say that you need a coach or mentor to really thrive in this sport?
Oh, for sure. I had a couple. I had just a coach in general. And then I had like a mentor who played professionally when I was coming up,
Mm.
um, who kind of told me what I need to know. You know, there's a difference between, playing against your buddies and playing
For
against
sure.
guys going out there for blood and playing for money. So I had a couple of coaches growing up. Man, not a couple, maybe one or two,
Mm.
but I definitely had always someone who I talked to help me guide me through the process
Nice.
of playing competitively
Nice.
because you got to have that, man.
Absolutely. And I'm sure also in high school,
Yep.
playing on the team,
Mm-hmm.
having that.
I had a buddy named George Bradford.
Mm.
He was from Maryland. He played pro. He was older than me, but he came down to Florida in the wintertime. And I would just kind of go out there and play with him to get better. I always try to play with someone better than you. And I still, like, when I played on the tour, I called him up. Just the small things, you always got to have that person in anything, a
Absolutely.
mentor to help you,
Absolutely. Yeah.
to guide you through the process, man. I mean, as much as golf is an individual sport,
Mm-hmm.
you still need a team,
Mm.
whether that's a coach.
Support team.
So gotta have that, man,
Yeah.
because you're out there by yourself.
Oh yeah.
There's some, like, I go out when I used to play on mini tour. I'm traveling sometimes solo.
Yeah.
Driving 10 hours
Wow.
by yourself, staying in a hotel by yourself. So you gotta have someone, a close family member, a
Absolutely.
spouse, something
Yeah.
to
Most
help
definitely.
you, bounce some ideas off.
All right. Let's-
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Kind of happy Y'all getting to see my game now. Next
Yeah.
year when I come to do,
Oh, for
or
sure.
when you're on the PGA tour and we come back out here, you're gonna see a different game there.
I mean, I'm not buying this is the second time you played. I'm not buying that, bro.
Lamar's my coach. Lamar is giving me the
He's
fundamentals.
That's
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
That's good.
Lamar just came out of nowhere and just started growing this love for golf, man, and he went all in.
He
Yeah,
did.
he's got the watch, you know what I'm saying? Like, got the hat.
The watch.
He's all in.
Like, take a shot. After all that, you talking to me.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, man.
What was that, 7 or 8?
7, and it's
So just like when you're putting,
Mhm.
if you have a lot of wind,
Mhm.
you're gonna compensate on these
Especially
longer.
more on this shot. 'Cause
Yeah.
So this hole, it's uphill. And there's a little breeze into our face. Not a lot, but
Mm.
it affects the distance of the shot you're gonna hit.
Mm.
And that, that just comes from experience. So, yeah, go for it. Just coaching, man. And it's like I said, golf, and that's a big thing. Golf it's an individual sport, but you gotta have a good support system behind you.
Absolutely.
'Cause this game is frustrating.
Absolutely.
It will drive you crazy.
So I wanted to, not even.
Lost it.
I wanted to also go a little into just family life. Like,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
what
yeah.
was that like for you growing up, and the
Yeah.
family support that you also got with golfing? Because I'm sure for a lot of brothers
Mhm.
who are on the come up, a lot of their success is going to be dependent on how much family support they get
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well, in terms of resources
For
or taking
sure.
the time to nurture the talent.
Yeah. Family, my parents, sister definitely were there supporting me. My sister actually used to caddy for me in a few events.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Um,
Is
so
that Ashley?
yeah,
Nice,
Ashley,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because she played a little bit.
Nice, nice. Shout out to Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So always had my back, supported me 100%.
It's amazing.
My parents supported me as much as they can. But, they were, still, they were working. It wasn't like they were stay-at-home mom or both of them working, so they helped me as much as they can, but they gave it their all, and that's why I,
That's right.
yep, I feel that when I went to college, I was like, man, I definitely want to pay them. I would say pay them back because they're not going to accept anything
Of
paying
course,
back.
of
But
course.
me getting that scholarship to college was like, man, this is show my appreciation for y'all that y'all don't have to pay nothing and
Definitely.
everything's taken care of. And then when I played in the tour event, it was just a dream come true to see your parents there watching you
Wow.
after they supported you for 15 years
Wow.
to finally see that come. So that's very important, having a solid family there behind you, unconditional love, because if anything, man, it gets lonely out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely.
And there's gonna be ups and downs. So you just gotta go out there and I know that, all right, win or lose, my folks gonna have my back. Versus there's been times where I played bad and the people who were with me when I was playing good, they're kind of like, where'd they go?
Wow. Yeah.
You know how
That's
that goes.
tough. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my sister always there. My mom,
Wow.
dad always there. So
That's amazing.
always always wanted me to pursue my dreams. So I really appreciate that.
That's amazing. I know you guys also have a bunch of family in Bermuda.
Yeah, my dad's
right.
Mhm.
So your dad's originally from Bermuda?
Yeah, my dad's from Bermuda, mom's from Jamaica.
Okay, nice. Nice.
That's definitely island blood in there. I love playing golf in the Caribbean.
I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, I love
yeah.
playing. It's a little bit different golf. There's more obstacles in terms of hills and it's kind of like this
Yeah.
here, but you got the ocean down the right side and 30-mile-an-hour winds. That's not fun. I would say it's fun. You gotta know what you're doing.
Of course.
You can't be bull crapping out there. You gotta be, versus like a course in Florida, it's gonna be more And that's where you just get to learn like different types of courses. Courses in Florida are going to be pretty much like this, straight, watered, long, but that's how they make it up because they can't rely on the wind because it's not going to be windy.
Of course.
So they're going to make it long. And like, for example, up north, they're narrow. They're not wide open like this. They're very narrow. If you go and play, they got like the British Open. You heard of the British Open?
Yep.
They play more link style, which is, there's no tall grass. It's all,
Got it.
so you got to use like various undulations in the green and stuff like that. So you just get to, that's the good thing about golf, man. You get to travel and, you know, I'm biased, but versus other sports, there's always going to be a variable in golf versus, you know, maybe football, you're going to play outside, but like basketball, you're going to play inside no matter what. Golf, today we can be here. Tomorrow it can be blowing, raining.
Yeah.
Your ball could be, you know, this lie right here. I'm going to play this lie different than this lie right there.
Yeah.
It sounds very small, but it makes a big, I'm sure Lamar knows, it makes a big difference. So stuff like that. And that's just what you just learn when you go and travel different courses. You get to keep that in the back of your mind. So next time you play there, you know what to expect. We're going to aim this pretty far to the left. I'm going to aim it like out there. I didn't hit it. Damn.
Right in front.
Yep. Y'all got it.
Nice, nice.
But that was, so it's actually going a little bit up the hill too. You're aiming perfectly.
All right. Oh,
just
too
a little
strong.
bit too hard.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too hard.
All right. Yeah.
All right, bring us. Are you gonna chip it? All right, yeah. You can chip it too. There's no one way play golf, man. You got 14 clubs. I can hit a driver here if I need to. There's no right or wrong way. Go with what you're comfortable with.
I know Lamar told me about the Texas wedge.
Texas wedge. Yeah. Stop. And this is a tough shot, man. How you liking the course so far?
Oh, this is amazing, man.
It's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, this is amazing.
Par 3. So this one's gonna go right. So go ahead and go try to tap it in.
All right.
Aim it a little bit left. Obviously, you're not gonna hit it that hard.
Oh,
a little bit harder. It's a tough putt. This is a tough one. Yep. Oh. Nice. Lamar saves the day.
There you go.
Good stuff, brother.
So this is a par 3. Try to hit it in 3 shots. 2 would be a birdie. 4 would be a bogey. Obviously, you try to make birdies and pars.
What made you just one day say, I'm gonna play some golf? I'm gonna join the golf team. Like, was it somebody you saw, or like were you just curious?
I've always wanted to be different, man. I've always wanted to be different. That's always how I grew up. I just wanted to say like I wanted to stand out. I just want to do something different.
Yeah.
Number 1, number 2. I always wanted to be a pilot when I was young and travel. I was like, what better way to play?
Is this our ball?
Yeah, but still, they've been waiting. I'm in a playing sport, and now I'm gonna.
You can go ahead of us if you want.
It's not bad. Just don't be like holding up too much. Again, I don't care y'all shooting video.
Okay.
Just appreciate
Yeah.
it. Just make sure.
No worries. Thank you. Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. You still got that baloney out here.
Yeah.
Because number one, we ain't holding nobody up because we talked to them before we hit.
Yeah.
Number two, he can easily go ahead of us. So that's the part about golf that whatever.
So you mentioned wanting
we talking
to
about?
be a pilot.
Yeah, I wanted to be a pilot when I was young. So I was like, man, I want to just travel and play golf. Travel. I just want to travel the world, be a pilot. Pilot thing didn't work out. I was like, man, if I play golf, I can still play golf and travel the world and get to fly. So that was one of the things that drew me to golf. Like, you can play all over the world, man. I went to last month, I went to South Korea. And I went because of golf. Like,
Nice.
my old golf coach moved out there.
That's pretty cool.
And if it wasn't because of golf,
Of course.
I wouldn't be going there.
Wow.
We got 114.
Where would you say is the best place in America to live if you want to play golf?
If I were to play golf, jeez.
Or just even go pro? Like, if you had a son today that you wanted to be the next pro golfer that's, world champion.
Yeah, you got to go down south, obviously, like Florida, Texas, Cali.
Of course.
That's for if you want to play pro. If you just want to play for, like, beauty and views and stuff, personally, I like Colorado. Just the mountains and Florida golf is kind of boring, in my opinion. But if you want, like, that aesthetic view and all that, or you just out there by yourself playing golf in the mountains, it hits different. We got 114. Actually,
So we got to get this over the water.
Water? What water? I don't see no water. I don't see no water. Water? I don't see no water. We better than that. Yeah, but we do.
Wow. That's amazing. You said it was a short game? That was the thing? I don't know about that. That's amazing.
Thanks.
Wow.
But yeah, you won't even see that water. Just focus. So you get up to the tee, you need to focus on what you've been working on. If it goes in the water, so what? You can hit another one. But your goal right now is just to commit to the shot, commit to your swing.
Do you ever recommend, if you don't have as much power, to just shoot to the right? And
that's your humble piece of pie you can take in golf. If you won't feel comfortable, you can still make par going to the right. So there's no one way. And that's actually pretty smart, to be honest.
Yeah. Know thyself.
Yeah. And that's a lot of people can't accept that. They're like, man, I want to prove that I can get this thing over the water, when you can still hit it over there.
Yeah, and just take it
chip
over.
Up, make a one putt, and make a par. So, and that's the thing. You got to be able to accept that.
Yeah.
And as a man, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do.
So,
that was good, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was good that you mentioned going out.
Yeah.
It's easy to, especially when you're playing with better players.
Of course.
You'd be like, man, I need to prove myself. Nah, man.
Absolutely.
Stay. If you can't hit a shot, what's the point of forcing yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to hit a shot. So that was a really good course. We call that course management.
Course management. I like it.
The
I like it.
The big technical word, which is pretty much knowing what I can do and what I can't.
Oh, yeah. So with golf and family life, I'm a family man.
Yeah.
I got three little boys.
Nice.
And a wife.
Nice.
And in terms of golf and family life, how has that been for you, just entertaining any relationship, or like you don't have any time for relationships? How is that for you?
Starting off, golf can get very, what's the word? You got to know to have that balance. I don't know, everyone's different. If I think the person you're with, he or she got to know, like, golf is probably going to be number one.
Yeah.
For the most part when you're starting out dating. But it's definitely cool to have someone there support you. But you got to know when to turn off golf mode and family mode.
Of
for
course,
sure.
of course.
And that's the thing. I tell people, golf goes both ways. Because we mentioned that earlier, we can play golf till we like 40.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that golf is like life for them.
Mm.
And for me, that ain't. I like hanging out with the homies and the family. Like, golf is
course.
important to me. Don't get me wrong, but
It's not the most important thing in your life.
because there's no age where you can stop playing golf, versus football and basketball. You're done. Golf, you can play forever. Like, I think sometimes that works at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because you're like, damn, I can keep playing forever, but you're missing out on it's up to you. Either whatever you want to do with your life, but just know that, there are people in your life that care about you, and don't let golf be your,
Absolutely.
you can, you just gotta have that balance, long story short.
See it sloping down to the left.
Yep.
Aim it a little bit to the right.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to probably pick up some speed as it gets
sir.
over this.
You got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do it. I'll follow you.
All right. Oh.
All right. Quick, like you said,
Yeah.
that downhill. But you notice, like, as you're getting older, Lamar can probably relate. You realize why people try to get out, especially like men,
Mm.
to get out the house to go play golf. You be trying to get away.
Good shot.
You be trying to get away. And it's a good, you can get away for a couple hours and go have fun with your homies, and the wife goes shopping. You go play golf. Beautiful game.
What would you say, for the most part? I'm gonna take this shot.
Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Ooh.
Close shot.
Good try, good try, good try.
What would you say, for the most part, out of your time here playing golf throughout your life? You've had school, you've had college.
Yeah.
What has been the most difficult season for you in your life? Even if it's not just golf in general, because I'm sure a lot of people watching, especially the young brothers, they may say, oh, well, he had a mother, father, a supportive family, loving family, grew up in Florida. Right. And I'm sure some of them probably are thinking like, well, did he have any challenges at all? Would you say it was just all up, or were there any challenges along the way?
You don't see the work behind the scenes that go on. I'm the type of person, anything I do, for me to really, really get it down, I have to work like 10 times hard. So there's a lot of, I used to go when I was like in middle school, I used to go practice before school, like 7 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. I didn't talk about it, but that's some of the stuff you just don't see behind the scenes. That happened like that. So I'm always, whether it's working out, like I used to go to stay up all night, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., making golf swings in my mirror. Like, oh, how this guy play so good? Oh, he lives in Florida. No, nah, bruh. I've been putting in the work. Don't get it twisted.
Absolutely.
Don't get it twisted. So I think I'm not out there, boasting about it, but it did not come easy to me.
Of course.
Did not come easy. So, and that's anything you do in life. Like, you can be the best, like Tiger. I remember he said he used to practice like 14 hours a day.
Wow.
It's Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Tiger Woods, one of the greatest athletes of all time, not golfers, athletes.
Yeah.
And if he's putting in 14 hours a day, what the hell are you doing?
That's right.
So you can miss me with all that. You got lucky and all that. Nah, man, this is some hard work was put in. Staying on the putting green, making 100 3-footers in a row. And if I get to 98, I got to start over.
Wow.
Stuff like that. What we got?
Jim.
Do it for the gram.
That's got to
Oh,
go.
man. Wow. Wow. That's impressive, man.
We tried.
That's impressive.
Your turn, bro.
How are you so certain that, like you mentioned, hole in the one?
Hole in one?
Yeah.
I was just talking junk.
Wow.
But
that confidence.
exactly. Like,
You mentioned it.
and to be honest, like, you get to this type of hole, I wouldn't say a hole in one on this hole over here.
Got it.
But 100 yards, my skill level, it's a good chance that I'm not going to get a hole in one, but it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Really close. Yeah.
That's amazing. You said course correction?
You can course management.
Course management. Course management. I like it.
Yep.
Oh,
All good. Try it
humble
again.
pie. Do one more? Is that cool?
Gotcha.
Oh.
Go. Oh, that was a good shot,
All right.
man. Listen, don't even trip. That was a good
Got
shot.
a little more power in there. So yeah, go in a little bit more. I love the fact that you mentioned like what the behind the scenes look like.
Yeah.
I think also just going into just probably the journey, you know, what some of those lonely days look like, and
so
just the mental, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
yeah,
I'm sure.
I think that
Yeah.
you know, reason why a lot of people get you know, golf can be frustrating, especially professional golf. But I don't think golfers know what they're getting themselves into beforehand. I think that's the key. Like, you got to know this might not work out, and you got to be okay with that.
Yeah.
So the way it works is you got PGA Tour, you got, and I'll put in comparison a lot. So you got PGA Tour, you got the MLB, you got the minor leagues of the MLB, right? You got the minor leagues of the PGA Tour.
Got it.
And then you got what, AAA, AA, and you got the same thing in golf. So pretty much you have to work your way up in all those leagues. And that sometimes it can take a year. Sometimes it can take 5 years. But I think you have to be aware and know, like, it's going to be a long, long journey, but it could be very rewarding, you know?
Of course.
Well, I think a lot of people realize that.
Appreciate it, brother.
That's part of it. That's one part. Second part is competition out there is crazy. You got 15-year-olds out there that can bust your butt.
It's their whole life.
Yeah, man. Like, so
they ain't hanging out with the homie.
So, you know, there's a lot of different variables that go on for professional golf. You got, like you said, you got the golf tours, minors, you got the mini tours, then you got the professional tours. Even when you get out there on tour, you have to maintain a certain status to keep your playing privileges out there. And that's done by winning an X amount of money or top 10 finishes, top 25 finishes. So you can get out there, you still got to perform.
For sure.
And if you don't perform, you back on those lower tours. And you're like, man, I worked this hard to get. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But like I said, I think if you just have I think that's where the right support system comes in, the right training, being true to yourself.
Of course.
No, you can't literally have no cheat codes, no cheat days. I mean,
All right.
And like you said, you cannot cheat, make any shortcuts because it's gonna come back and bite you.
Mm.
Um, so I always had a routine. I was, I used to still work. I worked at a golf course to get free golf when I was playing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
my daily schedule was, go ahead, knock this in. Oh, turn.
Ooh.
My daily schedule was, I used to go to work at 5 a.m.
Mm.
So wake up 4:30, 5 to 12:30. I'm off.
Mm.
Get some lunch. Have my clothes in the car, and I used to come out the same course and go practice.
Mm.
Practice from about 1:30 till, depending on the day. But I'll be out there either playing practice for the next 4 hours.
Wow.
Go home. As crazy as it sounds, I used to work out. There's a lot of fitness in golf. In terms of your mobility,
Yeah.
endurance, strength. And then go home, dinner, and run it back the next day.
Peace.
So that was my daily routine. I was like, yeah, it sucks, but you do what you got to do, man.
Good
Make
shot. Good shot. Nice.
So, that was like a daily. It depends. If I had a tournament that week, I would switch it up. I would do more of. I'm still working. When I got off, I would do less practicing. I would play
Yeah.
versus, I'm trying to get tournament reps in.
Mm.
Good put.
Nice.
Nice.
Good stuff, Amar.
Pack up. If I'm getting ready to go on the road, make sure I got all my clothes, balls, hats, gloves, hotel arrangements, flight arrangements. If I'm we usually travel together with somebody to make the cost cheaper. So coordinate with who I'm going with. Usually leave early that morning. We get to the location. Usually most tournaments are at least 2 days. Sometimes 3, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. The day before the tournament, you play it's called a practice round, where you're just going out and get a feel for the course, because each course is different. So a lot of times we would fly out that morning early to save hotel costs, play the same day, go from the airport to the course, and then check into the hotel. Get some rest and go tee it up the next day to try to make some bread.
Wow. Where's the money coming from? I know you mentioned you could make some big money.
Yeah.
Like any money that you have made in the past, or just understanding the business model itself. Is that coming from sponsorships?
Yeah. So in terms of there's tournament winnings. So if there's a tournament of 50 people, usually the top third gets paid. Obviously first place takes the most, and the last of that third gets their money back, at least for the entry fee.
Yeah.
So at least you want to try to get your money back out there.
So it's kind of like everybody's putting their money together, investing in it,
Yep.
and if you're good, you walk away with the whole pot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but if you don't play good,
you
don't get nothing.
Humble pie.
You out of luck. So
how much is your average investment for a tournament? Let's say you want to win 20 grand. What would you say is your average investment to get into the tournament so that you could possibly win 20 grand?
I would say you got your entry fee. It depends. That's probably $400. Depending if the tournament is near. If it's here in Florida, I'm driving. I try to play obviously locally. But if there's a big tournament that has a big purse, I'm traveling there.
Yeah.
So flight, 400. Got your hotel. Obviously, you're splitting that, Airbnb or whatever. You're dropping at least a band, at least for a tournament. So you at least try to make that back in the actual tournament.
Okay.
So, there. Sometimes sometimes you go from tournament to tournament where, you know, I go from here to Atlanta, right? And then Atlanta to drive over to, I don't know, North Carolina. Because the tours, they have tournaments every week.
Got it.
So they just travel from site to site to site. And that's that. Try to make some money. And then the other route you can take is there's qualifiers for actual like PGA Tour events. And so the qualifiers, there's no money. You're just playing to get into that event. So it sucks that you're not going to make any money.
Yeah.
But
you don't have to spend as much money.
But if you qualify, you are playing on the PGA Tour.
Got it.
So yeah, you miss out on those 10 bands or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Playing on the PGA Tour sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you just got to go with what works for you. Go from there. But that's pretty much how it was when I was playing competitively a lot. Definitely, it's a grind, man. Definitely. We got 134. I got a 9-iron. I'm going to try to take a little bit off this. And get this close. Wow.
Wow. It's amazing.
Take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
That's amazing. It's part of the podcast is really just interviewing people who are geniuses in their own respect.
Okay.
I have such an admiration for people who dedicate themselves to the craft, and to be able to witness it. You know, usually like you see these things on YouTube and you know, but to witness greatness in front of your eyes, it's incredible.
I didn't realize like how, I'm not being boasting, bragging, but playing golf, if you can hit the ball, think about it. You're trying to hit a freaking 2-inch ball with a 4-inch club and a 4-inch hole. It really sounds stupid if you think about it. That's like, that thing sounds stupid.
Yeah.
And to be able to actually hit a ball,
a
ball that's sitting there,
absolutely.
that's actually pretty dope. Like it's pretty talent-wise.
Oh, yeah.
So, and next year this time I want to see you make some big strides.
We're gonna try to get over the water next year.
All right.
Next year.
Oh, okay. I was like, hey, I was gonna say
this is a 6. Yeah, I've never hit the ball that far.
All good. All right.
Yeah,
that's fine. You know what your limits are.
So my course management would be to get as close as I can on this side.
That bridge over there?
Yeah, I guess right before the bridge, and then shoot over from there, right? Yeah.
Let me get you lined up.
Okay.
So right over there, like, yep.
All right. So.
Aim a little bit more left. Ooh, you might as well went for the green.
Probably should have.
Good shot. Good shot.
All right.
That was a good shot.
Thanks. In terms of, let's just say you decide to hang it up.
Right.
I know in football we'll typically say hanging up the cleats, you know, but let's say you just decided to let this go.
Yeah.
And just live a normal life.
Yeah.
What would you say has been the greatest value golf has added to your life? Like I think of football as it was very humbling, just making that decision that this is it, right? Like I'm gonna.
Good shot, Lamar.
Nice shot, bro.
Go. Nice. Good shot. Repeat the question one more time.
Yeah, so I know Lamar shared the same experience, and Lamar
yeah.
transitioned into coaching and
Right.
won a few championships doing that.
Nice.
And for me, like I remember coming to that realization, like, oh, it's over, it's a wrap, and I had to hang up the cleats. And maybe in the game of golf, it's probably put up the golf clubs or whatever. But
right. Hang it up.
But there were a lot of things, a lot of value that it added. The
Yeah.
hard work, the
Yeah.
character, the
Yeah.
discipline,
Yeah.
being coachable, teachable.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say has been the greatest value
The
golf has
value.
added to your life, just as a man?
Is as a man. Yeah, that's a good question. I would say for golf, and I say golf's like life. What you put in is what you gonna get out.
Mm.
The only reason why I say that is golf, this crap is totally dependent on you,
Mhm.
100%. Not the coach, not the center, not the defensive lineman, not the person who was supposed to set the screen, but they didn't set the screen correctly, so you couldn't get past the screen. No, it's 100% on you. You got to have your support team with you, your coach and all that. But at the end of the day, you got to go listen to your coach, put the work in. Get your technique down. Because at the end of the day, you're the one hitting the golf ball, you're the one hitting the shot. So I think like life, if you really want something, you got to go put the work in yourself, whether that's taking a course or I don't know, watching a YouTube, something on you can watch anything on YouTube now and be an expert at it, right? But you got to put the time in. And that's what golf told me, like, man, if you really want to be good, you got to put the work in, man.
Absolutely.
Like, ain't no excuses.
How much of it would you say is talent?
A lot of it is talent. A lot of it is, I wouldn't say a lot, but a talent gets you so far.
Mm-hmm.
You still got to, you can't be lazy, because you can't be lazy. But it depends. Some people can just get up and just hit a golf ball. Some people can just, go up and make a putt. But in the long run, that's gonna, show. I think the people who put the work in over the time is gonna be the ones that have dividends and success in the game for sure.
Of
So,
course.
biggest thing that golf taught me is anything that you do, man, you gotta give it 110% if you want to see the success in it. So can't blame nobody.
Absolutely.
Like the shot I just hit, ain't your fault. It's my fault.
Yeah.
All right, whether it's good or bad, I can't blame. That was, and I'm speaking from a professional standpoint, not just an amateur recreational golfer. Like if I'm out there playing, like if I miss a green, like dang, I can't blame it on I hit the shot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I can't. Nah, man, that's on you. Oh, that's the biggest thing I've learned.
One of the things that I love about golf is not only is it a gentleman's game, but they oftentimes say in the business world that a lot of the biggest business decisions and deals happen on the golf course.
That's what I've been trying to tell the homies.
Yeah. So what has that experience been like for you in terms of networking and meeting some really interesting people?
Yeah, man, I've met a lot of people on the golf course. And the biggest thing that I've noticed was, you never judge a book by its cover, because I'm pretty laid back on the golf course. I'm not your typical shirt tucked in. I'm just, this is me. This is AP. This is Anthony. So, but don't let them looks fool you, because, I can hit a golf ball. So
that's right.
When they see you hit a golf ball, they're like, I don't know. It's just something about people in business that I guess they can relate with golf. I don't know. I guess since golf is everybody can play it, it's kind of have like an equal share of the pie in terms of, man, you can tell someone is actually good at golf.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to be 6'7". You don't need to be, pretty much anybody can play golf. So it's an equal playing field in terms of talent. But in terms of meeting people on the course, man, every single like corporate event, I try to play, because you never know who's going to be out there.
Absolutely.
Who you'll meet. You can meet a doctor, accountant, a mentor, a friend. It can be people of all spectrums out there on the golf course, man. Just, you never know who you'll meet out there.
Definitely.
So I try,
Corporate event coming up.
nice.
Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a tournament in Arizona. Yeah,
Arizona, nice. I'm like,
so.
You could probably get them in Alfonso.
Oh, that'll be great.
yeah, let me know.
Yeah, we'll be in Orlando in February, right? Yep. Oh,
Let me
yeah.
know.
Yeah, it'll be great.
But yeah, those corporate events, man, they're fun. Shit, you get free food, drinks. What?
So this is sloping down to the left.
Yes,
So you
sir.
aim slightly to the right.
Yep.
How do you know whether it's 2 feet to the right, 3 feet? Depends on the
So,
slope.
it depends on the slope. So obviously, like, see, this slope is pretty severe
Mm.
versus that slope down there. So this is gonna turn.
Mm.
You know, this is way out here versus here is gonna be, I say, you know, a foot out.
It's like, okay, I see.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Turn.
Ooh. Wow.
Good putt. Good putt.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, man, business wise, that's why I love playing. I can't stop playing golf, man.
Yeah.
The people you can meet out here, what? Like when Lamar told me he started playing golf, I was like, finally. Because we got a big family of cousins.
Oh, yeah.
And man, finally, someone I can.
Who do you mostly play golf with these days? Or is it just by yourself?
No, I still got a lot of friends that play. Because Orlando and Florida, a lot of people come here to train golf just because of the weather and
Yeah.
the courses, the facilities. So I have a lot of like, I don't know if you guys saw me when you pulled up. I was talking to somebody on the range.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen them in a while, but we used to practice a lot together. So there's always somebody I'm playing with. I got a few close friends that I still play with. But definitely trying to get more of like my quote unquote day one homies out here. And some of them are starting to come out. So
Nice.
something to do. But definitely relationships are built on, you know, in terms of business relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised. I mean, I'm sure you know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think a lot of
absolutely.
people realize that.
That's honestly like what drew me to learning the game a little bit was just knowing how many business decisions happen on these golf courses, and if you have the time freedom and the finances to be able to play the game, you know, so you meet a high caliber group of people out here, so it's pretty cool. I wanted to ask you as well, like, knowing what you know now, let's say you can go back to you at 18 years old, what would you have done differently with your journey?
That's tough, man, because I would have done a couple things, but I mean, it's easy to say that I'm happy with the way things turned out, but I would say the biggest thing I would change was I wish I would have worked less. Yeah, I may not have the bread, but I wish I would have worked less and played more in terms of tournament.
Oh, so not work less in golf.
And golf, yeah, I know, like
just
working late.
work less in general.
Yeah, in general. Yeah,
I
'cause,
see.
like,
I see.
when I'm young, I had you got more time when you
Of
have
course.
not the money.
Of course.
But looking back, I'm like, man, I can always get the money back.
That's right. That's right.
So I wish I would have, you know, I wouldn't say try harder, but
log more hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when I say log more hours of going to different events,
Of
tournaments,
course.
and trying different versus sometimes I didn't have the money or whatever. So that's the one thing I regret.
I really like the game of golf also for my boys. You
Yeah.
know, something that I think about a lot.
Yeah.
And what would you recommend for, let's just say there's some brothers out there who have some young men. What would you recommend for them starting their young boys out and sort of nurturing?
I would at least introduce them to golf. They don't have to play because I ain't gonna lie, man, golf is boring if you watch it.
Yeah.
If you watch it, playing it is different, but I would at least introduce them to golf.
Of course.
So maybe they realize it, in a couple years or when they're a young adult that, man, this is actually pretty dope. And I have at least, have an idea of what to do versus just going out there blind.
Of course. Whoa. Wow. Wow.
Go, go, go.
Wow.
Oh, I was trying to drive the green.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely going to I want to introduce my kids to all sports, man.
Of course, of course.
But golf's going to be number one. Like, you going
Put that bug in the ear.
you gonna have this golf
Yeah.
club in your...
Definitely a beautiful course. What's the name of this course?
This is Orange County National.
Orange County National.
The Tooth
Nice.
course.
Awesome. All right. Shout out to Orange County National.
Yes, sir.
Definitely coming. Get your golf swings in over here. When you're in Orlando. Always gotta promote our venues.
Yes, sir.
All right. So right here, a little bit of a lean, and then. All right. I kind of felt that. Yes. All right. Oh. We're gonna get there next year. Mark my word. Remember next year I'll come back. We're gonna get it over that water.
I like that. I like that.
I'm determined. I got a
like
golf
that.
course
Nice.
right next door. I could walk through it where I live in West
Okay,
Chase.
okay, cool.
Yeah, we have a golf course there. So
Yeah, if I'm ever over
I'm
there,
gonna get my reps.
I'll hit
Yeah.
you up.
Oh yeah, absolutely, brother. I'm gonna get me a golf set.
Nice.
Definitely get out there. We got some ranges and stuff. Tampa's a nice city to play some golf into. Man,
That has a good chance of going on the green.
I didn't see it.
I ain't see that. I ain't see it come
You
down.
gotta have some serious you gotta have some serious eyesight in
That was
this.
a good shot. Man, this is a beautiful... Look at this day, man.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Where you gonna find this? Sun out. You playing with your boys. Come on, man. Getting some exercise in.
Absolutely.
Can't beat this. Talking a little... Imagine you got some money on the line.
That's right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Talking a little junk out there with your boys.
That's what I love about it too. You can get real creative with the competition.
Yeah.
Lamar was just telling me all different ways, you could best out of 3 shots and all kind of stuff. Yeah. So the next 5 years,
Yeah.
what's the vision for the next 5?
The next 5 years, I will be 35. Yes. Golf-wise, I feel like I haven't played my best golf yet. That's crazy, right? I don't know if it's crazy, but I feel like I haven't played my best golf yet. And when I've played a lot of good golf. So that's exciting for me to know that I don't think I've reached my potential. And I'm being honest. I'm not just saying that just to say it, but like I truly think that like I have another level to reach in golf. So because of that is the reason why I want to keep on playing. Definitely want to get back there out there on tour. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for minorities in golf.
Yep.
Blacks in golf. They're trying, so definitely see myself out on tour somewhere.
Nice.
Playing an event somewhere. Still teaching, impacting lives. Junior, maybe start, I want to definitely start like a junior golf program. Just to give back to the youth and leave my mark there. But definitely going to be out there plugging away and trying to get back out there on tour.
Nice.
So we'll definitely keep y'all updated.
Absolutely.
If I get back out there, I want y'all out there if I get back out there.
That's right. That's right. So where can we follow the journey?
Yeah.
Where can everybody find you right now?
Yeah.
For those who are watching this and they believe in what you have going on, where can they follow your journey over the next several years?
Yeah, mainly on Instagram, AP_2. That's TWO. AP_2. TWO. I got a lot of my clips up there, swings.
Nice.
So that's where most of the journey will be documented. And yeah, go from there, man.
Have you considered when you're going to go back on tour?
Yeah, next year,
Nice,
2024.
nice.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna start. I just started taking lessons again. This probably about 2 months ago. Lessons for myself.
Nice.
Um, so probably in the next year sometime.
Okay, okay.
Keep an eye out.
Absolutely.
That's the goal. So definitely keep y'all posted.
Definitely. And if let's just say someone wants to have their kid get coached by you,
Yes, yes,
would they
yes.
just hit you on the DM?
Just hit me in the DMs. Hit me in the
Nice,
DMs.
nice.
I'm very flexible. So please hit me up if you looking to improve your game, your son or daughter's game. Please, I'll be more than happy to help out.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, brother.
So
Yeah, man. It's been great really just picking your brain and
yes,
just
sir.
understanding the genius behind this. And I'm looking forward to up my game, of course,
Yes,
when I
sir.
come back next year. Hopefully you're not too big for us, right?
Man, other way around. Y'all can squeeze
Yeah.
me in.
It'll be nice to get you while you're actually on
Yeah,
tour.
for
So
sure.
maybe we can set something up
For sure.
and, link up with you at the hotel room, and yeah,
So,
but it's inspiring, man. This is my very first time actually getting to chop it up with an actual golfer.
nice.
So
That's what's up.
and I'm sure a lot of our community, this will probably be their very first time hearing from a golfer.
Yeah,
So
and we you know, I'm always the type of person where I like supporting up and coming brands and stuff like that. So to see y'all grow,
absolutely.
quote unquote, from the bottom, it's cool to see. So I'm excited for that too for y'all.
Definitely. And what would you say if there was any piece of advice that you would give the youth just starting out, maybe as a freshman in high school, thinking of joining the golf team?
Yeah.
What advice would you give the youth right now?
I would say, man, be yourself, man. Don't really care about what other people say. Be yourself. Um, because, you can stand out being by yourself, being yourself. And from there, you just have that own confidence, especially in golf, man. Taking that to the golf course, and that can, get a scholarship
Absolutely.
because, college is not cheap. If that's what you're interested in and you're, got the talent, I can definitely help you, guide you along the way and say, man, there's a lot of scholarships out there, especially I went to HBCU,
Nice.
historically Black college and university. So they're definitely trying to grow their golf programs.
Nice.
So shout out to FAMU.
Absolutely.
So if y'all interested in that, anyone, let me know and I can definitely help y'all out.
And do you know of any programs or scholarships? I know you mentioned there's a lot going on for minorities. Where should they look if they're looking to possibly, maybe they don't have the funding from their
Right.
family?
Yeah, there's always like now even we mentioned Steph Curry. He has his own golf junior tour.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Wow.
travel around the country. I think it's called the underrated golf tour.
That's
Incredible. Yeah, so he has his own golf tour.
Okay.
And he sponsored Hampton Howard.
Nice.
Howard's men's golf team.
Wow.
So he got
That's amazing.
supported them, and now they're like the #1 HBCU golf program
That's
in the
incredible.
country.
Yeah, that's
So-
incredible. Big things happening.
Yeah, man, just
Yeah.
small, it's big things, but it just happens from small little
Absolutely.
pieces of support that make a big difference like that.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely. Yeah, no, that's incredible. And just how much the sport has grown. Also with social media, you see those viral clips, hole in one, or just really great shots. And it's there's so much potential for what it can be. And I think there's a lot more awareness happening. And I honestly, I don't know of any brothers that have been interviewed as a pro golfer in this day and age, your age range, so it's nice. And also to get you while you're on the come up, right? So that's amazing, brother.
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate you giving us your time. It was a nice drive from Tampa to Orlando. I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of games together,
I'm down.
and we'll be out here in February. So we'll most certainly have to get some more golfing in.
Get ready for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Oh
I'm
man.
just gonna juggle this thing. You know what I'm saying? Got you here. Got you here.
Do you swing this one hard?
Oh, there.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Try it.
There you go. Make
Left
them go
hand.
viral, Trey.
Left hand. Right hand. Oh.
Oh,
Getting tired.
we gonna get there,
Getting
Lamar.
tired.
We gonna get there. Nice, nice.
Mm.
Wow. This is the one.
Woo! All right. That's
That's
all
a
I
fire
got.
shot. Nice.
That's
Right
all
into
I
the
got.
sunset.
Into the sunset.